What's going on, guys? It's Red Bull Tanker and Airsoft Commando back with Korea 625 War Operation Minden. This is turn 6. We are starting off, as always, with the North Koreans, and it has been quite the turn, or quite the end of the last turn. We left off with basically the entire South Korean army, not South Korean army, the entire North Korean army being surrounded in the Seoul area. Um, and not much of a relief force for the North Koreans as far as being able to relieve their pocket here around Seoul. So once again, kind of going into the if your forces are cut off, they can live off every turn that they continue to be cut off. You will remove a you'll it'll take up a supply. And given the fact that there are also these two units out here in Kanong and Wonju, not only will I take a token off for the forces, say like one, so like this pile of supply here in Seoul, not only will I take one supply off for the forces in Seoul, I will have to take one off for Wonju and one for Kanong as well, or even take one off of the one here in Osan for the one in Wonju. And then once all the supply is gone, then your forces start taking a -1 to their stat. So they'll go down by 1 in defense, down by 1 in attack, until they get until they're rolling ones. You can't go to 0. You can, but they'll eventually get down to rolling ones, and that's where you don't want to be. Hopefully, you'll be able to break out, get your forces back in good shape by then. So that is sort of that's once again reiterating what happens when an army or when your forces become cut off, and kind of just the state of the game so far. Commando, anything you want to say before we jump in?
Let's bring it. I want to see how you do this.
All right.
This has been 3 turns in the making, and now I want to see how it gets completely unraveled.
We'll have to see. All right, so North Korea started with 40 IPC. I am purchasing 2 infantry, a medium armor, 2 transport aircraft, and 4 supply. So those are my purchases. All my purchases will be dropped in Pyongyang. One thing, so this was confirmed by Imperious Leader. I could technically buy and build here in Seoul, but because it's surrounded, I would have to pay 1 supply token per unit that is dropped, and you can't drop supply in a surrounded factory. So if I wanted to drop, these units in, I'd have to pay, I'd have to pay 5 supply, which that would be completely irresponsible of me, because I do not want that affecting my forces. All right, combat this turn. I have 1 combat. Okay, 1 second. I am taking a force. I'm taking a small force from Seoul as well. Whoops. As well as taking my guy off of Kanong. And we are going to attempt an attack against the American forces in the Chuncheon beachhead. One thing that I will be incorporated into this attack is and I might hate myself for this, but I am just double checking. Yes, I am going to be using the snipe option for artillery and Katyushas, which means I will get to fire 1 round and 1 round only of artillery into the Chuncheon pocket to see what I can destroy of the Allied forces first before general combat begins. Now, 1 second. Well, I apologize, guys. I should have gotten the battle board set up way beforehand, before we had even started this, so that way you guys would not have had to watch me set this up.
Right, but anything you miss gets to return fire, right? That's the whole deal.
Yes. So when you snipe, that is a good point for the audience to know. Yes, when you do the snipe option, your enemy can counter battery fire the same amount of dice that miss. So in this case, I'll be rolling for 3 artillery and then the Katusha. Whatever misses can get rolled against. So let me just double check. I just want to quickly double check the shoot rules. Okay, yeah. So it is all right. So it's still the same. It's still the same. It's still the same combat values when you're doing the snipe. So all right. So we'll do the snipe first. I think I'm all set up. Yep. And that's my attack force. Oh wait, no. 1 second. Okay. Fighters at 5 and jets at 7. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'll start with my 3 artillery. Let's see if I have a better time actually rolling these this time around and don't. There we go. Okay, that's 2 hits. So you'll get to roll 1 blue dice against my artillery.
4.
That is a 4. So I do lose 1 of my artillery. Yikes, but that's okay. That's part of the risk.
So you're destroying. Do you destroy 2 of my artillery? I imagine.
Well,
That's what you
it's
would have
whatever
imagined.
you. I mean, I guess it's whatever you.
Oh, I pick. Okay.
I think it's whatever the defender wants to
'Cause
pick.
I thought snipe was more direct. Like
Uh,
snipe was you pick
well, 1
what
second. Let
you're
me just
hitting.
double check here. Snipe at enemy forces for adjacent enemy forces for 1 round without the cost of a supply token. If armor artillery uses this ability, it may not move in the non-combat. Units destroyed by sniping are removed from play and do not fire back. Note: sniping is only for 1 round and ends. This okay. It doesn't say that I can target specific units. I think that's only for. I think that's only Katyushas. Yes, Katyushas are the only ones that'll hit non-infantry first, no matter what.
All right. Well, then take those 2 infantry out.
Okay, so
I'm gonna
2.
say right now, I highly disagree with the with the idea that you don't have to roll and to spend a supply for that. It's still a combat action.
Okay. All right,
Uh,
and then I have
very
to.
much disagree with that.
All right, and then my Katusha rolling at 6. Right. 1 second. Let me just double check this. Katyusha. Katyusha. No, 5. Okay, so rolling at 5. I missed. All right, so you are still rolling at a 4.
I'm gonna pick this one here. I'm gonna actually roll it twice, and then lucky 2.
Oh, all right, so that cost me my Katusha. Damn, that sucks. Okay, so now we'll go over to general combat. All right, so I will have 4 infantry at 3.
Don't I get to fire with artillery first? I thought that was the whole thing.
Oh, that's right. Yes. All right, so you have 3 artillery for 4.
Remember what I've been doing, ladies and gentlemen. You take one set, you do that once. The other set, you do twice. Gets them all nice and mixed up. Then you take them, and hopefully your results are a little varied. I got a 4,
All
5, and
right.
6.
All right, so that is 1 hit. So I do lose 1 infantry right off the bat. So I will instead be rolling 3 dice for 3.
Okay.
Oh, that shot quick. 11,
1 hit.
3, 6. So that's 1 hit. And then I got 2 mech at 4. Miss. Okay. And then I got a fighter at 5. hit, and then 3 jets at 7. One
One hit.
hit.
That's it.
Okay, so then
Nope. No, 3 hits to 4. Never mind. Yeah, so I get to roll 1 infantry, and then we reset, essentially.
yep.
Do
So
twice, and then
then
we're
you
going to
get
go
1 infantry at 4. Hit.
1 hit.
Okay, so I got you for 3, so that's
And
your
then I'll just roll the
infantry.
artillery right away.
Okay, 1 second. Let me get this set up,
Miss.
and then... Okay, and then I took 1 more casualty, and then your artillery missed. So, oh, and then 1 second. Let me take off some supply here, and then... Okay. So now we're going into the next round. So I have 2 infantry at 3. That's nope. That's the hit. That's the 1 hit I need. So that is the
Yep, that's game.
artillery. So that is the battle. Rock's second corps has been taken out. North Korea has retaken Chuncheon and have reopened. I have reopened the yeah. So then, okay, you go back down to 19. Nope, wrong rondel. Down to 19, up to 37. Okay, and then that should all right. So I reopened up supply, but and then that's the thing too. Just because I reopened supply now doesn't mean that when like if I were to deploy at Seoul, it doesn't mean I still don't pay the supply because technically it would have been. I mean, I think that'd be it. It'd still technically be quote unquote out of supply,
Yeah, it
right?
would. Right? Like, you still have to hold it for a full turn, essentially.
Yeah. So that so then on my non-com, all right. So that was like I said, that was my only combat. So then my non-combats will be, for the most part, pretty simple. Um, I'll leave the guy in Wanju. Oh wait, we had to go 2 rounds. So that is another supply being taken off for each one. Okay, and then all right. So my non-combats, to no supply, kind of no surprise. I'm going to leave a blocker in Osan. I'm going to retreat the rest of 1st KPA back to Seoul. I'm going to consolidate as much of my army as possible. My aircraft from the recent battle are going back to Seoul. I have a jet up in Pyongyang that will come to Seoul. I have a force here in Pyongyang. I'm not sure if I should move them yet.
You can do it. Go for it.
No,
Nothing,
I think I'm gonna.
nothing will happen to them this
Ha.
turn. You can trust.
Oh yes, I can trust you.
You can trust me.
I would almost as much trust the snake from Jungle Book.
Trust in me.
um, and then my supply trucks in Seoul will come and grab the supply out of Osan.
Oh, dang it!
Well, I'll leave 1 supply
I wasn't hoping you'd.
because
I was hoping you would
then it would
take.
get spent. So that was 2 I have 4 supply trucks. 2 went to go grab the stuff in Osan. I will send 1 supply truck to get the ones from Chuncheon and bring them back into the fold here. But well, I'll send 1 back to grab one of them, one of the supply in Chuncheon. Bring that back. So now I have a nice cache of supplies in Seoul. Follow that up by, all right, so let's see here. These guys are staying. These guys are staying. I think that'll be it. Because let's see. Okay, so now that's going to be 2 infantry and a mech here in Chanchan.
I hope you weren't all that attached to those
Well,
forces.
obviously not. It was just enough to try and at least open a supply corridor, which will probably quickly get shut again. But
Very briefly, yes.
yes, very briefly. Oh, and by the way, for you casual viewers, this was a mistake that I made. Airsoft Commando we're kind of talking about it. Um, because I had captured Seoul on turn at the beginning of turn 3. We had said since I held it through the rest of turn 3, that was actually the first turn in which I held the city. So now that we are on turn 6, we have reached the 3 consecutive turns for holding Seoul. So now when we go, once we go into the China turn, then we can begin rolling for for China's entry into the war. That
Nice,
just
but we're
kind of
not there yet.
Yes, I know, but that all of a sudden that just kind of sparked my. I saw the soul dice off in the corner. That just kind of had a squirrel moment with that. Other than that, I think that is going to be it for North Korea. I will deploy my forces in Pyongyang. So 2 more infantry, a medium tank, 2 transports, and another 3 supply. So, yes, another 3 supply there. And I saved 4, so that will be pass turn.